guys, welcome back to my, whoa, what is going on with my hair here? I just curled it or styled it and I don't know, it's kind of doing a ducktail thing here. I don't know. Anyway, today's video is going to be where I am creating this dark autumnal look, makeup look that I have on right now. I had so much fun doing this video for you guys, so I really hope that you enjoy it. Really quick, just a PSA, I am not a makeup artist. I did learn makeup in my esthetician course though, so this video is just me sharing my fun of doing makeup looks with you guys. So I hope you enjoy it. I am really excited to do today's fall makeup look. If you've been watching any of my videos, I've really been getting into fall and autumn. Despite it being the middle of August and despite it being 90 degrees where I live, I'm like I'm very much in the spirit for Halloween. I'm ready for the autumn season, so I'm really excited to do today's makeup look. I can't decide if I want to do kind of like orange and brown tones or maybe just orange tones. I don't know. I'm gonna take this step by step and just kind of play with it. So I'm really excited. Then I'm just putting some primer on my lids. And I'm using a primer that I would normally use for my face because I currently don't have an eye primer right now. I need to look into getting one. The primer that I'm using on my lids and my face when I put it on is one size. Hope you guys can see that. This one is Secure the Blur. I actually really like this a lot. It's actually one of the first primers that I feel has worked really well for my combination skin type, so I really like it. Now I'm going in and kind of shaping my brows, and I'm using the NYX Brow Glue. I've been using this for a while too, and I also really like it. I wouldn't say it's like the best, but I feel like it performs pretty well for when I use it. Have any of you guys already started to get in the fall spirit, the autumn spirit, the Halloween spirit? Like, have any of you guys like started decorating your house? I have. But no surprise there, right? Now I'm starting out with concealer as kind of like my eyeshadow base, and I just use the e.l.f. matte. It's the camo concealer, but I have it in matte. I think the difference between the two is the black lid is matte, and then the white lid I think is like a dewy kind of finish. But I have combination skin, so I get really oily in my T-zone, so using matte products is usually a lot better for my skin. I just kind of dab here. Kind of dabbing this all around. I think I'm going to do mostly orange tones with a dark brown lip. I think that's what I want to do today. I really love my black hair. I've been recently thinking about going back to like orange red hair. I don't know. It's so hard to maintain though. I've had it for like a couple years prior to having black hair, and it was really hard. I had to get my hair dyed like once a month just to keep up with it, and I don't know if I want to do that. So that's why I usually just have black hair, because I'm spooky. Orange is also spooky, but orange, like red hair, is just, it's so hard to maintain. Now that I've blended that out, I'm gonna start building on my eyeshadow. The eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using today is one of my absolute favorites. I love this eyeshadow palette. It's by Widow Witch Cosmetics. I will link their website down below so you can go check them out, but I love them. It's a little dirty because I've had it for a while, but this is what it looks like. This is what all the colors look like. Look at that! So vibrant and pretty. I love this eyeshadow palette so much. With my fluffy brush, my little fluffy brush, I'm going to start with this pumpkin color here. I hope you guys can see that. but I'm gonna start with this lighter orange pumpkin color and just kind of put it lightly around my eyelids, on both my eyelids. If you guys have watched my past video, hold on, my brain needs to think. My last video where I'm doing the spooky autumn day, I mentioned when I was showing off my outfit that I was going to Scotland in a couple months, and I'm really, really excited. I have always loved Scotland for the longest time. I feel like it feels surreal to be able to go. Like it feels like it's not real, but it's real. I don't know how to explain it, but it's my first time going out of the country and I'm really, really, really excited. So I love that Scotland has a lot of Gothic architecture. I love all the ghost stories there is all about Scotland. I love the Highland cows. I'm really hoping I get to see some Highland cows. I'm really excited to check out some of the spooky shops that are out there, the coffee shops. I'm just all around so excited. I cannot wait to go. Okay, so this is with just the all over orange tone. I'm now going to go in with this little bit kind of burnt orange tone in Lori, and I'm gonna kind of place that mostly just into my crease and kind of blend the two colors together. Have any of you guys like ever been to Scotland? Like, what are some of your favorite places that you have visited, like restaurants, bars, pubs? There's one pub out there that I'm really excited to see, and it's the Frankenstein pub. I have my eye on that and I'm really excited to see that one. Also, if you have watched my last video, I did mention, also in my spooky autumn day, I did mention that I like paranormal. Like, what are some of your favorite haunted locations out there? Like, what are some of your favorite ghost stories out in Scotland? I'd really love to know. Because I'm thinking that my partner and I might want to do a couple of ghost tours. That's kind of our thing. Well, mostly my thing, but he enjoys it along with me when we do go to some of the ones out here where I live. We're actually gonna be going to one for my birthday in a few weeks. I haven't decided which one I want to go to yet, but I think it might be through the Graveline tours. I've been knowing about those guys for a while and I've been really interested in their tours. The last one that we recently did, not with Graveline tours, but somewhere else, was down in San Diego, and my partner and I went to the Whaley House. I loved that tour. I did pick up stuff and feel stuff in the tour when we toured their house though, so that was pretty cool and interesting. Now, do I want to add a little brown? I don't know. I think for my outer corners of my eyes, I think I'm gonna go in with Boogeyman, where it's kind of like a really burnt reddish orange. And I'm just gonna apply that to the outer corners of my eyelids. So I usually like to just kind of dab a little bit. And then I kind of blend it out. Oh, I like that. It blends out really pretty with the orange. Ooh, I think I'm gonna add a little bit of an orange shimmer. Let me see. For my orange shimmer, I'm going to be using my Jack-o'-lantern eyeshadow palette, but this is the shimmer in Autumn that I'm going to be adding a little bit into my inner corner here on my eyelid. I love that. I feel like sometimes I don't always know what to say on camera, but I feel like, you know, it's kind of like a skill worked in progress. Like, you work your way into kind of getting better on camera, talking on camera. I guess for me it just kind of feels weird because I'm talking to like a camera on my phone versus like an actual person, so sometimes I don't always feel like I know what to say. I'm going to blend a little bit more of this pumpkin in the very top part of the crease here, just very lightly. I like that. This is blending out really nice. So now I'm just going in with my primer, my One Size Secure the Blur primer for my face, and I'm just gonna apply that over my face. I like to do my eyeshadow first, and then I will do my primer and then my foundation, because sometimes when I've done my foundation first and I go to try to work on my eyeshadow, sometimes like right here, especially if I'm trying to stabilize myself with either eyeliner or an eyeshadow brush, I notice that my foundation kind of transfers off my face when I'm working on my eyeshadow. Now that I've finished with my primer, I usually like to let it set on my face for a little while before I put my foundation on. I just feel I get a cleaner, smoother application that way with my foundation. So that's why I like to prefer to do that. So while I let my primer set, I'm gonna go ahead and apply mascara to my eyes first. I'm not going to do eyeliner today. I don't feel like I want to do eyeliner for this look. So I will be doing tight lining eyeliner, but I'm not gonna do any winged liner. Today I don't wanna do it, so. And then for my mascara, I am using Charlotte Tilbury in the Exaggerize. I hope you guys can see that. If the products turn out blurry in this video, I will set a photo on either this side or this side of what the product looks like so you can see it, because I've been having that issue lately where I'm trying to show off what product I'm using and it doesn't focus. I am really liking how this eyeshadow is turning out. I think I'm gonna add a little bit to the bottom once I get my foundation. I'm using Maybelline Fit Me in matte. This has always been my go-to. I've tried many other ones in the past. I've tried ColourPop Pretty Fresh, I think it's called. That didn't work for me. Too Faced didn't work for me. Like, majority of a lot of foundations I've tried all just end up looking really cakey for me, and I don't have an issue with this one. So this has always been my go-to. But to be fair, for those of you who don't know, I am a licensed esthetician. I've just graduated esthetician school recently, and what I was gonna say was that back at the time that I was trying those other foundations out, I didn't have the skincare knowledge that I have now. So it could have been that I didn't have a clean, good makeup look using those foundations because of my skincare. I learned a lot in esthetician school. I've learned a lot of good tips. I've learned a lot of things that I didn't know before. Some things I kind of already knew prior, but there was also quite a bit that I never knew before, and it was really interesting and really cool to learn all those things. So I enjoyed my time in school. I liked it a lot. I miss it sometimes, but I find I have a lot of fun sharing a lot of my fun, spooky stuff and makeup stuff with you guys. My skincare stuff too. I got some ideas, like spooky ideas planned for some future YouTube videos for skincare, and I'm really excited for it. I am really loving this eyeshadow look. Oh, I really like it. Now that I have finished with my foundation, I am going to go in with my concealer again, which is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in matte, and I'm just going to dab a little bit under my eyes because I feel that's what works best for me for my makeup. And I just kind of do that. That's all I do, and then I just blend that out and I spread it to like the center, the T center of my face. And I only do this much concealer because after I've mostly fully completed my makeup look, I usually go in with like a finishing powder, and I don't want it to look too cakey when I do it. So that's why I'm doing such a minimal amount of concealer underneath. So now I'm going to go in with my contour. I use e.l.f. Halo Glow in light or fair light, if you can see that. Right up here at the top. And I really like this one. I feel like it still has some orangey tone to it a little, but I feel like this one doesn't have such an orange tone as some other ones do that I've tried to use. And I'm very, very, very pale. So trying to find something that's very cool toned for me, because I'm a Fitzpatrick scale 1, has been very difficult. I think I mentioned this in my gray goth makeup video, but I have seen some beauty influencers using a gray, like a straight gray contour, and that's been like really good at creating shadows, especially for people of Fitzpatrick types 1 and 2, and it doesn't look so orange on their face. It creates natural shadows on their face, so I would really, really love to try that. Now I'm going to lightly blend it out. So very recently I made a pumpkin spice latte syrup in my Spooky Autumn Day video. And to be honest, I kind of don't like it. Not because it's not good and not because it didn't turn out well, but I can't taste the pumpkin spice in it. So I don't know if that recipe was just kind of, I don't know, but I have been using it in my coffee because I'm a big coffee drinker. I have my coffee every morning. So I've been using it in my coffee every morning for the last week, and I don't taste pumpkin spice at all. So I'm gonna try to find a different recipe, and I will also do that in another future video when I'm doing other spooky things. Have you guys tried the recipe or a similar recipe before? Like, how did it turn out for you? Did it turn out okay for you? Do you like it? I don't know, maybe I did something wrong, but I know that like I had the recipe pulled up on my iPad while I was making it, and I know I was following it word for word by like how much of each ingredient to put in, and I just can't taste the pumpkin spice. I don't know, it made me really sad because I was really excited to make pumpkin spice syrup. Okay, I feel like this makeup look is coming together so well. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. I'm getting really low on this, so I hope I have enough. If not, I will just use a powder to kind of define, I can't talk this morning, define my brows. I feel like I want to try a new brow pencil. What are some of your guys' favorite brands? Because I really, not that I don't like Benefit, but like the pencil, I mean, not that I don't like this, but I just feel like I want to try something new, something different. So what are some of the ones that you guys use that are your favorite? And why do you like them? And then I'm just gonna blend out my inner corner of my brows a little. Now, what color do I want to do in my under eye? I think I'm going to do the orange under my eye. I'm trying to decide between the two orange colors here. I think I'm going to do Lori. Ooh, I love that. I should do a whole like pumpkin inspired makeup look. That would be so fun. I'm gonna do it now. I am all up in the Halloween spirit. Ooh, I can do Ghost and Vampire and Frankenstein. If I do it, it's going to be inspired makeup looks. It's not gonna be like cosplay. I'm not that skilled. and I don't have time for that. Now I'm taking my small tapered brush. This is also the one I was using to apply the Lori shade. And I'm going to apply the little bit of the pumpkin shade. Not too much because I don't want it to cover up the Lori shade. So I just do like a little bit. I like that. So what I just did to the outer corner of my bottom, underneath my bottom lashes, with my small tapered brush, I also took the same color that's in the outer corners of my eyelid, which is Boogeyman in this. I hope you guys can see that. It's Boogeyman in this eyeshadow palette, and I just added a little bit just to the outer corners of the bottom. I didn't take it under all the way, and I really like it. Ooh! Now I'm going to go in with tight lining, and I use the Revolution Streamline liner. I hope you guys can see that. And I'm just gonna tight line my eyes. I'm really loving how this makeup look is coming together. Now I'm going to apply my lashes, and then we're gonna move on to lips. Okay, I've got my lashes on. Now I'm gonna go in with some finishing powder, and then we'll finish this look off with some finishing touches and my lips. For my powder, I use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder. I usually prefer the pressed powder because I feel like it's really easy to accidentally use too much with loose powder. So, but I don't have any pressed powder right now, so that's what we're using today. I just do a big fluffy brush, and I just do this all over my face. Okay, now that I have finished applying the finishing powder, I'm going to do my lips. Use this Anastasia. I have loved it very, very well. I've had this for a very long time, but I use the Anastasia lip liner in brown. I think it's cool brown, actually. It's cool brown. And I use this to outline my lips. For my lipstick that I'm going to be using, I got this off of TikTok Shop, but it's like the mini liquid lipstick set. Some of you might have seen this on TikTok before, but hold on, I gotta get it out. It comes in these three cool toned lipsticks: black, dark brown, and like a beige kind of light brown. This one I use a lot in a lot of my makeup looks, so if you're always wondering what kind of lipstick shade I'm wearing, it's usually always this one. But I'm gonna go for dark brown today. Okay, I'm feeling very autumnal. I love this dark brown with the orange eyeshadow. I feel it looks really, really, really pretty. Last thing, I'm going to go in with some highlighter and finish off my makeup look. I'm going to be using Too Faced in Diamond Fire. I've had this one for a long time, but it's like my favorite highlighter because it's so good. I use a really fluffy tapered brush, and I just do that on my high cheekbones here. A little up in my brows. And then I do my inner corner. This is the finished makeup look. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like and subscribe, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell if you'd like, so that you can stay in tune with other videos that I post, because I got some cool spooky ideas. Anyway, thank you!